Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope you all will be well. So, you'll be happy that University of Sin has started education online. So, in this connection today, we will talk about interpersonal and interpersonal communication, which will be the topics of this week 9. So, interpersonal communication, which is also called in Urdu Khud Kalami, simply is a activity in which a person uses his mind activities and neuro system to create thoughts or to interpret thoughts for himself. There are so many examples of intra personal communication because if we basically go to information and the knowledge to define it, that information and knowledge is abstract, that is created in our mind that we are unable to see physically. However, to show that knowledge, to show those abstract ideas to people, first we create those ideas, interpret those ideas in our mind by intrapersonal communication, means communicating with oneself. We sometimes decide to take some actions. However, again we rethink about our decisions and reject them. Or for example, sometimes it happens that we get confused and time and again think, select some things in our mind, or decide some things in our mind, reject things in our mind. So that all process of thinking in our mind, that process which goes on in our mind is simply called intrapersonal communication. Just again repeat that intrapersonal communication is the activity which takes place in our mind, by which we try to interpret our environment or phenomena which we interact, or phenomena which we encounter in our real life. We try to understand that, we try to interpret that for ourselves, for oneself. That is called intrapersonal communication. Now, like other types of communication, intrapersonal communication has also some kinds which will help you. The definition of those kinds of intrapersonal communication will help you to understand more, or to get more clear concept about what is intrapersonal communication. For example, first simple example of intrapersonal communication is writing. When someone writes on a piece of paper, then that activity of thought creating, that process of thought creating and putting those patterns, putting those thoughts in some writing patterns on a paper, is a classic example of intrapersonal communication. And while that process of writing on paper or on word processor or computer, we write, rewrite, we make mistakes, we correct ourselves, and in that activity of writing, no one helps us. It is we ourselves. We make mistakes, we remove those mistakes, we write, rewrite, we correct ourselves. So that all process is going on with oneself. We ourselves decide that this is right. We ourselves decide that whatever we have written is incorrect and reject that. So the point I am trying to make that writing is one of the glaring and a clear example of intrapersonal communication, in which while writing we communicate with ourselves, and again we write and rewrite or correct ourselves. That goes on. Then other example of intrapersonal communication, experts of the communication say, is making gestures while doing something, or while talking to oneself, or while the process of thinking. Sometimes to comfort ourselves, we make gestures, consciously or unconsciously. Those gestures helps us to relax. Perhaps for somebody, they make gestures to relax, or sometimes just to keep engaging oneself on one thought, or keep oneself focused on in one's ideas. One keep making gestures. So gestures making is also type of intrapersonal communication, in which there no other body or no other person is involved. We just make gestures for ourselves. Then third type of interpersonal communication is also very clear, that is sense making. While walking or while in the room, so many things we see or encounter, and then we try to interpret, we try to making sense of those things, we try to understand those things. For example, in a day, we make so many activities, we meet so many people. However, when we get alone, then we keep thinking, we try to make sense of those activities, that why somebody spoke with you in that specific manner, or why somebody reacted with you in that special manner or style, or why somebody was harsh with you, or why somebody was polite with you. We try to make sense, try to go to the deep roots of those things, in this way, that activity of making sense of different things which we encounter is also an example of intrapersonal communication. Then the third example of intrapersonal communication is interpreting non-verbal communication. There are so many communication slogans which we see or which we read, written on the while walking. We see so many writings written on the walls, or boards, or we saw pictures and posters which don't speak with us, which are silent. However, we ourselves try to interpret those non-verbal drawings, and those non-verbal writings which have no voice, which have no sound, but we ourselves try to talk with ourselves and try to interpret those that type of communication, non-verbal communication. That is also a good example of intrapersonal communication. And then fifth type of intrapersonal communication can be daydreaming. It's also natural that everybody wants to have a good future. So we, while in the day we keep thinking of big things, good things, or we try to consider how we achieve those positions, or what we will be acting, how we will be acting when we will get those positions or achievements. Just we achieve those high positions and those achievements in mind. That is called daydreaming. So, daydreaming is also an example of intrapersonal communication. Then the last example of intrapersonal communication can be speaking aloud and reading aloud. Sometimes it happens that when we are alone at a home, or we are alone at our in our room, then we talk with ourselves but loudly, though no one else is available there to listen us, but we talk ourselves with a high voice and we listen ourselves. So this is also one of the example of intrapersonal communication. Similarly, sometimes it is also possible that some people read loudly. Otherwise, commonly in a common situation, we have been reading material without voice or silently. However, sometimes we read loudly with a high voice. So, speaking loudly and reading loudly is also an example of intrapersonal communication. So, in this way, today we completed the topic of what is intrapersonal communication, how that takes place, and what are the examples or what are the kinds of intrapersonal communication. Thank you very much.